6:15. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Dulmin Samarasinghe, assisted by Chatura, and read by Geethanjali Ramanayaka. The headlines. Foreign ministers of 3 countries meet the President. Steps have been taken to import 30,000 metric tons of gas. A process is in place to distribute fuel during the festive season without a shortage. The World Bank will assist to purchase medicine. The Joint Fisheries Committee of Sri Lanka and India meets. Plans have been drawn up to bring down 1.3 million tourists this year. Foreign news: Russia strikes Chernihiv after peace promise. Sports news: the second stage of the Raid Amazons 2022 Adventure Challenge kicks off. News in detail. Foreign ministers of Bangladesh, Bhutan and Nepal who have arrived in the country to attend the BIMSTEC summit met President Gotabaya Rajapaksa this noon. The President thanked the ministers for attending the 5th BIMSTEC summit in Colombo. The ministers commended the high-level hospitality at the summit and appreciated the President's address to the summit. The ministers disclosed the impact on economy of their countries due to the pandemic. Bhutan Foreign Minister Tangi Dorgi, commenting that Sri Lanka's medical education is at a high level, requested for more opportunities for the students of his country to follow local medical education. The President paid special attention on the request made by the minister to provide a concession for visa issued annually to foreign students. The Bhutan Foreign Minister pointed out to the productivity of organic agriculture to the President. Nepal Foreign Minister Dr. Narayan Khadka recalled 60 years of diplomatic relations between the 2 countries. He pointed out the importance of encouraging cultural exchanges between the 2 countries and said that Buddhist tourists can arrive in his country since it's open. The President expressed his happiness about the economic progress achieved by Bangladesh to Foreign Minister A.K. Abdul Mohammed. More than 50,000 Sri Lankans are employed in Bangladesh. The minister appreciated the economic contribution of them to Bangladesh. Litrogas company says that 30,000 metric tons of gas has been ordered for April. The company said that the monthly gas requirement of the country is between 25,000 and 30,000 metric tons. The price of a metric ton of gas in the world market has exceeded $1,000. Chairman of the company, Theshara Jayasinghe, said that a decision has not been taken so far to increase gas price. Chairman of the Petroleum Corporation, Sumit Vijayasinghe, said that steps have been taken to distribute fuel during the festive season without a shortage. He said that the country will receive the necessary fuel stocks in due course. He further said that the demand for fuel in the country has increased. The government has sought the support of the World Bank to purchase medicine. The request has been made when a delegation led by World Bank South Asia Director Lene Sherburn-Benz met State Minister Channa Jayasumana. The World Bank delegation said they would take speedy measures about the request. The regional director especially appreciated the success of the COVID vaccination program in Sri Lanka. The State Minister thanked the World Bank for the financial assistance given to purchase Pfizer vaccine. The Joint Fisheries Committee between Sri Lanka and India has met online. Secretary to the Minister of Fisheries, Secretary to the Indian Fisheries and Livestock Ministry, Sri Atul Chaturveda, said, and a group of people attended the meeting. Sri Lankan delegation has explained in detail about the measures that should be taken to prevent illegal fishing by Indian fishermen in Sri Lankan waters. Attention has been paid on the progress of communication between the 2 navies, joint patrolling and cooperation between Sri Lanka and Indian Coast Guard. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The Minister of Tourism says that a plan has been implemented to bring down 1.3 million tourists this year. Secretary to the Ministry, Sripala Hettiarachchi, said that steps have been taken to provide gas and fuel needed by tourist hotels. He said that measures are in place to provide fuel to tourist buses through SLTB depots. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa says that cooperation between BIMSTEC member countries should be enhanced to restore the economy and to achieve economic prosperity. The President, addressing the BIMSTEC State Leaders Summit, emphasized the importance of working together to prevent human smuggling, terrorism and religious extremism. The summit is taking place at the BIMSTEC in Colombo. Speaking further, the President said that the entire world is facing a crisis due to the COVID pandemic. He pointed out that it has caused a negative impact on developing countries due to the impact on the economy following other global crises. Millions of people have been affected due to the situation. Sri Lanka was able to take pre-steps before the pandemic, which saved many lives. 82% of the population above 12 years has been vaccinated. 54% has taken the booster dose, which has led to normalization in the country. The President appreciated cooperation of the BIMSTEC countries amid the pandemic. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa pointed out the importance of exchanging experiences, strength and expertise among the regional countries through the BIMSTEC summit. The state leaders of the BIMSTEC countries signed the BIMSTEC Charter. Chairmanship of BIMSTEC for 2022-2023 was handed over to Thailand. The national program to generate economic opportunities for 1 million youth in the country has commenced. National Youth Services Council implements the program, which has been named Hope for Sri Lanka. The second phase of the program will take place between the 1st and the 3rd of next month in Kurunegala, Matale, Vaunia and Polonnaruwa. The program will be held from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Male and females between the ages of 18 and 40 can attend the program. Banks in Dubai have refused to give information about accounts organized criminal gang member Markandre Madush. The CID requested the relevant banks to give them the information. It has been found more than 20 billion rupees he earned through drug rackets have been deposited in Dubai banks. Dhamma school examinations conducted annually by the Buddhist Affairs Department will be held on the 3rd of next month. 1,050,000 students have qualified to sit the examination, which will be held covering the entire island. All Dhamma schools will become examination centres. Commissioner General of Buddhist Affairs Sunanda Karyaperuma said that the tables and instructions have been sent to the heads of all Dhamma schools. And that ends local news for now.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
National Transport Commission is to introduce a special bus service to facilitate commuters during the upcoming Sinhala and Tamil New Year season from April 8th to the 19th. The National Transport Commission Director General Nilan Miranda said that buses will leave Colombo City to other provinces until April 15th, and from April 15th to 19th, a similar operation will continue from other provinces to Colombo City. And that was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Watch Life is brought to you by
More prizes, more gains with CIB New Year offers. Valuable gifts for every bill. 20% discount for bank cards until 10th of April. Visit CIB today.
The International Astronomical Union officially named an asteroid to honor the Colombo University. Colombo University alumnus Dr. Nalin Samrasinghe and fellow astronomer Dr. Todd Lover discovered this asteroid in 2000 from the Kitt Peak National Observatory in Arizona, USA. After its orbit well established, the discoverers were granted the official discovery credit. And that was Watchlight.
More prizes, more gains with CIB New Year offers. Valuable gifts for every bill. 20% discount for bank cards until 10th of April. Visit CIB today.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
No matter what anyone says, for your lease, visit the Leasing Mahagedara. People's Leasing, Friendly Leasing Mahagedara. More information from the nearest People's Leasing branch.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Headlines: Russia strikes Chernihiv after peace promise. UNICEF says COVID closures are still affecting 400 million pupils. Wind and solar reach milestone as demand surges. World news in detail now. The governor of Ukraine's Chernihiv region says there is no let-up in attacks by Russia despite its pledge to reduce military activity there. The governor Yuan Shaos took the Telegram message app to denounce Russia's promise. Yesterday, Russia said it would cut back operations around Chernihiv and the capital Kyiv. The United Nations Children's Fund says schools in 23 countries with 405 million pupils are still partially or fully closed because of COVID. The charity UNICEF estimates 147 million children have missed at least half of their in-person schooling. Some vulnerable children, especially girls, have not returned to those schools that have reopened. A new analysis shows wind and solar generated 10% of global electricity for the first time in 2021. 50 countries get more than a tenth of their power from wind and solar sources, according to research from Ember, a climate and energy think tank. As the world's economies rebounded from the COVID-19 pandemic in 2021, demand for energy soared. Back to the headlines of the world news. Russia strikes Chernihiv after peace promise. UNICEF says COVID closures are still affecting 400 million pupils. Wind and solar reach milestone as demand surges. And that ends World News.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
For your wheel lease, visit the Leasing Mahagedara. People's Leasing, friendly leasing Mahagedara. More information from the nearest People's Leasing branch.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development News is brought to you by... Let's take coal out of the coconut tree and make the island thriving and prosperous. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070 400 1928.
Norwegian Ambassador to Sri Lanka Trine Jonadri Eskidal noted that Norwegian assistance to develop sustainable fisheries sector would be forthcoming alongside the global and European initiative to make more sustainable usage of ocean resources. Eskidal was speaking recently at the Cinnamon Lakeside Hotel during the 28th annual award ceremony of the Chartered Shipbrokers UK Sri Lanka branch, and that was Development News.
Development News was brought to you by... The coconut tree is well grown in almost all the parts of the island. It is an exceptional source of extra income. The shell, the husk and almost all the parts of the coconut tree makes you money, providing you with an excellent extra source of income. It will also help to nourish the economy of the country. You will be guided with all necessary informations regarding the coconut cultivation, with the novel cultivation techniques and all other related and upgraded informations by the Coconut Research Institute, Lunavilla. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070 400 1928.
Sports News is brought to you by...
Sampath Bank, we present your future.
The second stage of the Read Amazon's 2022 Adventure Challenge kick off with another 214 participants arriving at the Bandaranaike International Airport. 214 ladies will discover the roads less travelled around Sri Lanka by bike and run and canoeing. The second stage is being held from the 28th of March to the 6th of April 2022 in the majestic landmark of Sigiriya. The second stage will include trail running, canoeing, bike and run, the escape game where they will look for clues and answer questions in specific locations. Mountain biking and trail running will take place on the final day. And that was Sports News.
Cash through NSP globally and win wonderful gifts locally. From October 1st, 2021 to December 31st, 2022. Remit a minimum of $100 or an equivalent amount in any foreign currency 3 times through NSP You Trust.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The Heller Apparel Holdings successfully concluded its biggest graduation ceremony under the Personal Advancement and Career Enhancement Program alongside the launch of the Heller Diriliya initiative recently in Sri Lanka. These initiatives are driven by the organization to uplift and enhance the livelihoods of Heller employees across the globe. And that was Business News.
Business News, sponsored by...
Cash through NSP globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSP Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSP Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners. From October 1st, 2021 to December 31st, 2022. Remit a minimum of $100 or an equivalent amount in any foreign currency 3 times through NSB U Trust.
Economic news, courtesy of...
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act No. 42 of 2011.
Sri Lanka's merchandise exports increased by 9.91% to $1,046 million in February 2022 compared to February 2021, as per the data released by the Sri Lanka Customs, and this is a 5.8% increase when compared to February 2020. Export Development Board Chairman Suresh Dimel said Sri Lanka's merchandise export maintained the above $1 billion mark continuously from the beginning of this year. And that was economic news.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act No. 42 of 2011.
The Weather Report.
The Met Department says showers or thundershowers will occur at several places over most parts of the island except northern province during the evening or at night. Fairly heavy showers above 75 millimeters can be expected at some places in the Sabragamuwa, Central and Uva provinces and in the Galle, Matra and Kurunegala districts. That was the weather report, and to end this news broadcast, back to the headlines. Foreign ministers of 3 countries meet the president. Steps have been taken to import 30,000 metric tons of gas. A process is in place to distribute fuel during the festive season without a shortage. The World Bank will assist to purchase medicine. The Joint Fisheries Committee of Sri Lanka and India meets. Plans have been drawn up to bring down 1.3 million tourists this year. Foreign news, Russia strikes Chernihiv after peace promise. Sports, the second stage of the Raid Amazons 2022 Adventure Challenge kicks off. And with that, we end this news broadcast from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation, and back to Chandima Veerakona on the other side. Over to you, Chandima.